Yeah, and very important, that central midfield area as well with Dorman and indeed Ollie Norburn in there. You know, they haven't played much together. It's a very important area for Bristol Rovers today.
That was a foul by the mighty figure of Matt Harold.
Might have had problems. He's got a lovely left foot, Gosney. Just come through legs to find its way to the goalkeeper.
Assertive, purposeful start by Totton in the white shirts. Here is Hill. Header by Woodarts. Now Anyinsah. Norburn. Starting a game for only the second time for Bristol Rovers. Ollie Norburn. It's passed just a little too strong for Mustafa Carriol on that.
Town the last round. I mean, he's the guy who did all the damage. He's got something different about him. And he can hit him from outside the box, which he did that day and scored. And he can take people on, run at people, and find a way through.
Norburn forward. Harold in pursuit. This is Norburn. Now Woodards, the right back, joining in. This might come for Anyinsah. He stepped into space and scored a fabulous goal. Joe Anyinsah for Bristol Rovers. From that one.
I just thought it was beautifully taken, the way he got it out of his feet and just managed to beat his man at the same time. Just there, which he sold Campbell a dummy. And once he got in that position, there was absolutely nothing that Porter in the Totton goal could do. I mean, this is smashed. That's a great finish. And exactly.
Here's Woodards. Rolled into Anyinsah and struck by Woodards! And Bristol Rovers have scored 3 of the best goals you will see all weekend in the space of 30 minutes here. Well, it hasn't been the most enjoyable first season in charge of Bristol Rovers for Paul Buckle, but he's enjoyed this quarter of an hour.
Been very impressive though, haven't they? Right from the start, Bristol Rovers have imposed themselves on the match. We're the professional team, we're going to show you, and they've been excellent.
We do have a goal of the cup competition on cup final day. I think we're going to have a special category here for Bristol Rovers. And here's Harold trying to add to the tally.
Footedness about it as well. Stephen Brown, when she just turns here, there it is from Sawyer. That's what the referee didn't like.
Over away by Anthony. Gosney trying to make something of it.
There's a climb on Sherburne, from Anthony.
Davis to Badley. It's wanted a little bit too long. Cleared by Anyinsah. Campbell though. Here's Badley. Davis. Throw in.
You couldn't single one of them out. They were all exceptional.
A shooting practice been on the agenda this week?
Well, certainly this season we've dominated games and got very little out of it. So hopefully our luck's changing.
You are aware, of course, if you're on the receiving end now, it'll be the cup shock of shocks.
Oh, thanks for that, Gabriel. Yeah, cheers for that.
Keep it going.
Yeah, we will. Thank you.
Top just looking for a start in the game.
Yeah, they just need some recovery time up this end of the pitch, really. For a while they just couldn't keep it after the 3 goals went in, but this is a little more promising.
Badly. Ball in towards Davis, who was having his shirt tugged there. You see the appeal. Lee Brown was the defender. Stadium was opened in February. The pitch wasn't quite up to the dimensions required for this league, so they had to extend it, and it's now very, very tight to the advertising boards, as Gary Sawyer found out there.
Yeah, I don't think he was delighted by Stephen Brown on that occasion. Climbed low, and there was 3 to aim for. Just lucky it didn't fall to a white shirt.
Badly. Here is Gosney. Corner kick.
It's nice, isn't he? He's just got a nice kind of lazy, languid style, but gets the job done, and
And he's got the pace to do that. Hooked away by Campbell. This is Brown. Now Gosney. Anyinsah's got some chasing to do. He's done really well, the winger.
Really gotten ahead to that.
We've seen what... And he's continued his career as a part-time player. 3 stunning goals. First, Anyinsah stopped that. Then Carriol picked that out. And maybe the most extraordinary of all, with the left foot, Jonathan Davis. Another little shirt tug, dangerously by Brown, inside the box, hit by Scott. Anyinsah trying to protect the ball, is unable to. This is Carl Pettifer. Saved by Bevan. Pinched by Pettifer.
If you're a Bristol Rovers player coming into this game, you're feeling a little uncomfortable. So, I mean, this is a joy for them now to have themselves in this position. And, you know, and Porter was the one who denied him a possible fourth from Zabrowski, who's just laid it off here.
Carriol's playing on this side now, and it's probably a smart move by Paul Buckle to switch the flanks. But Bristol Rovers have come here almost determined to lay down their own law on this game. Free kick by Hill. It's a good header away by Harold. Anyinsah into the path of Norburn. He's found a good return pass too for Anyinsah. It's nicked away from him by Scott. Dorman. Norburn.
You know, they have worked their way back into the game, and certainly they're not giving up as much at the back. They just need a goal, they need a lift, they need something just to kick-start them.
Badly needed a bit more time than he had. Sells bathroom fittings in New with the free kick. Dealt with by that man, Dorman. There's been a good insurance policy for the back four behind him. Sherborne trying to get Brown free. Behind you.
Julie, yes.
Anyinsah. Richards trying to get free here. Looking to curl it. Porter managed to parry. Can afford a few of those. Sherborne finding Brown. Here's Nathaniel Sherborne. Just eased out of play by Dorman. Dorman's got Anyinsah in support. 4 Bristol Rovers shirts in the box. Here's Anyinsah. They can all stay there for the corner.
Well, he started it all off, didn't he, with the first.
Sawyer. Anthony still forward. Might come for Harold. Will come for Anyinsah. So the referee has blown his whistle. There's a free kick for Totton, I assume, for offside. Yeah.
To reproduce more of the same. I mean, the same professionalism we saw in the first half. I mean, if he can get goals of the standard we saw in the early part of the game, Paul Buckle, I'm sure he'll be thrilled even more. But you know, it's a long way back from Totton, who need to get the next goal. In terms of the contest, they need the next goal, and pretty quickly. I'm sure Stuart.
Zabrowski.
Yeah, that's classy in itself, Clive. Him under pressure, and lovely first touch from Zabrowski, and then just lays it off nicely.
Here's Harold. He can't lay it off. Pettifer gets it away. Stephen Brown just behind Ryan Scott. Woodards. Anyinsah. Rolled in by Norburn to Harold. Fancy stuff from Norburn this time. Zabrowski. He's found some space. Norburn is there with the header. Unfortunate for anybody. Mark Osman coming on in place of Stephen Brown.
The hat-trick man from the last round.
Well, he will go to Wembley. He was voted player of the round as a result of that record-breaking hat-trick, and each player of the round is invited to the FA Cup final. Nothing has quite come off for Totton. And since taking control of the game with those early goals, Bristol Rovers have handled themselves admirably. Woodard's attempted ball charged down by Sherborne, who he trips. Professionalism, whatever you want to term it. Since the Bristol Rovers have known a bit too much for Tottenham at times. Hill with the free kick. It's in towards the head of Osman. It was a good header clear by Gary Sawyer.
Great header. Really, really good header. And again, you know, aggressive from Sawyer.
Anyinsah. Ghosting through the challenges. And then eventually catching badly. Sawyer again. Anyinsah.
Been a little swap as well between Davis and Gosney, who's come across to the right now. And you'd like to see Gosney more involved because, you know, he can produce. You know, we're seeing Totton on the front foot, Clive. This is more sustained from him. Great ball from Hill.
This is Gosney. Trying to pull it back towards Davis. Way as far as Badley. Gosney's cross again, charged down, in goes Sherborne at the near post. Corner given.
Sawyer.
Well, the Bristol Rovers thought Tottenham were going to go quietly after the 3 goals that they scored in the opening 13 minutes. They had another thing coming to them. Great credit to Stuart Ritchie. And Paul Buckles going to make a change, I think, Tottenham, but Gosney takes the corner towards Wiskin. Sherborne trying to get up the ground.
Well, the time to be able to do it as well, because I thought first Norburn it was cramp, the problem was, but maybe he's just strained that calf muscle or something. It's a bit more serious.
First touch for Jeffries. Strong. Badley's header. Jeffries surviving the handball shouts. Oh, he's given the ball away here to Mike Gosney. And Gosney's got support. Scott. This is Badley. Seen off by Woodards. Davis. Throw which Badley.
If they find their way back into this game, Clive, I'm staying for the party.
Gosney with the free kick. It's a really good header away by Woodards. Pettifer. Richardson. Just off balance, and he's given it away, and Anyinsah can get away here. Shrugged off Scott, he's got support. Richards is up with him, so too Dorman. This is Anyinsah. Oh, and he tried to go to low, and Richards will get a shot in. And it's a Bristol Rovers shot, so it flies into the net. Elliot Richards, 5-1.